Hello and welcome to this week's Surpass Community Weekly Update. It's the 18th of June. My name is Tim Burnett. In this week's session, we are in conversation with Edufuturist Dan Fitzpatrick, talking about their awards. Coming up soon, we have a Surpass feature enhancement to talk about, so that's workflow statuses. And we're giving away our innovations in testing digital pass, so along with other community news, events and jobs. So I'll see you all in about 10 seconds. Hello and welcome back. So my name is Tim Burnett. This is the Surpass Community Weekly Update. It's the 18th of June. I hope you're all safe and well. Just a reminder again, as ever, Surpass Conference on the 4th to the 8th of October. Please do make sure get yourself registered for that. It's free to attend. Plan is to have it over 3 days. We've been lots more information to come out of that soon. Also, we have another webinar coming up on the 6th of July. Ben and Jim are working on this one, and that's going to be looking at healthcare awarding and certification. So we've got some fantastic guests lined up for that: NBME, National Board of Medical Examiners, NBCC, RCPCH, and the Royal College of Ophthalmologists. So please do get yourself signed up to that. Go to surpass.com/sign up. And of course, you can watch all our other webinars. There's the recent release webinar, which I'll be showing a snip of today. But you can go to surpass.com/webinars to find out more information. So this week, I was in conversation with Edufuturists, Dan Fitzpatrick. The Edufuturists are a band of three who do a regular podcast channel. So if you search out on your favorite podcast device, Edufuturists, they have some absolutely fantastic, excellent guests, some real inspiration if you're wanting to look at who are the leaders and thought leaders in the educational technology sector. They also have an awards coming up on the 2nd of July, and I got together with Dan just to learn a bit more about the work that they do, where they were born from, and what's going to happen on the 2nd of July. Dan, welcome. Thank you very much for joining me.
Thanks for having me, Tim.
Excellent. Well, you've got a big event coming on the 2nd of July, the big Edufuturists Awards event. Just for those people that don't know much about you, just tell me about yourself, Steve and Ben, and what you do.
Yeah, so the Edufuturists is made up, like you say, of me, Stephen Hope, Ben Whitaker, and we're all based around in the north of England. So I'm in the northeast, Steve's in Leeds area, Ben's over in like the Lancashire area, and we're all, or have been at one point, serving educators. So myself and Ben, we first met at Accrington Academy as secondary school teachers. Steve was working over at Leeds City College, doing their technology enhanced learning. So we kind of, it started with me and Ben kind of thinking there's got to be a better way of doing this in terms of education. And the first thing we did was we came across the Google Workspace platform, and we started to see the value in ed tech. And then we decided, well, let's get together and do a podcast. And this was a while ago, before everyone and their mother had a podcast. Yeah. But we did that, just look at it kind of what inspiration is out there for integrating technology into education. And that kind of very, very quickly led us into the broader area of the future of education. And we very quickly came to the kind of conclusion that we're led to believe within education that it will continue to evolve to meet the needs of the learner and our society. And we came to the conclusion that frankly isn't happening. And who knows when it stopped happening, if it was ever happening. But we kind of work on the philosophy that we need some kind of revolution within education to put things back on track, to make sure that our learners are formed as human beings personally, are given the skills for the workplace, and given knowledge for life as well. So kind of, yeah, there was three things which I think it'd be hard to argue against, and we're seeing a real dearth of skills at the moment. I mean, every day in the media you're seeing a company come out. I think it was someone from The Apprentice a couple of weeks ago. There was an article out today on BBC from John Lewis saying that there's some key skills there missing from young people who are leaving the education system, going into work. And so what do we do? So we decided to continue the podcast, and we kind of see that as our our research project. So every week we interview somebody who's inspirational, who's in the way of innovation and education around the world, and we've had some amazing people on there coming on and
Awesome.
talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got some brilliant guests coming up for the awards, haven't you, in terms of keynotes and things? I think for your podcast there, you're on about 160 odd episodes now. Is that
Yeah,
right?
I think it's gone through a couple of iterations. I think we're every episode, I think we're over about 200 now. But in our on our kind of main podcast, I think we're up to, I think we're getting into the 140s. Yeah.
Excellent. That's brilliant. So who's speaking at the awards then?
Yeah, so the awards, it's one of those ways that we kind of decided we wanted to, as a way to research the future of education. We wanted to celebrate those who were pushing the boundaries, and we're in our fourth year now, which is phenomenal, and we're really lucky this year that we've got a guy called Josh Darn. Now, I'm aware that not many people. I'm in a school at the minute. That's the bell going. Not many people will be too aware of Josh Darn, and we weren't all that aware of him. Until we did some research. Now, about 6 years ago, Elon Musk decided he wanted to start his own school at SpaceX for the employees' children, his own children, and he took a teacher who was in a school in California where his kids were already going, and said, "Right, can we do this education thing better?" And that teacher agreed with him, and that teacher was Josh Darn. So Josh Darn started the Ad Astra school with Elon Musk. They both co-founded it, and they were literally teaching kids in a conference room at SpaceX. That was after, by the way, they were doing it at Gene Wilder's house. So Elon Musk bought Gene Wilder's old house, and they were running the school out of there for a while. But it's as you can imagine with Elon Musk, it's based around problem solving and the problems of the world today. And from that, Josh has gone on to form his own online school called Astronova, and then a program that kids around the world can take part in called Synthesis, which is they essentially get kids together from around the world onto a video call, and they've created their own software which helps kids develop their problem solving skills. So he's going to join us, talk about that vision, and talk about his journey with Elon Musk, which is really exciting. And I think it'd be great for educators in the UK to hear that story and hear some of the inspirational things that they're doing in education.
Yeah, it sounds absolutely fantastic. I'm really looking forward to that. And you've got lots of awards to give away, and we're sponsoring one of those awards, and we're proud to support you because, when I first heard about your podcast, I thought we need to be connected with these guys. We need to be working together as best we can. And our world drags on quite slowly. I know COVID's given a bit of a kick it needs, but hopefully our worlds can converge and your aspirations can become reality. It would be awesome.
Yeah, and as always, Tim, we're always grateful for the support of Surpass at the awards. You're sponsoring the University of the Year, which is some amazing entries there, and just kind of your sector, like what all your guys are doing in terms of trying to progress assessment and using those digital means, I think is such an important key aspect that is going to over in the next few years is going to be such an important aspect. So we're really excited to be working with you guys again.
Yeah, it'd be excellent. We can all just keep plugging away to it, and eventually we might get somewhere. Whether it quite be a revolution, but we call it evolution. Hopefully, slowly we'll get there. Well, how can we find out more information about the awards?
Yeah, if you go to edufuturists.com, so that's edufuturists.com, and it's on the 2nd of July. It starts at 12:30 in the afternoon. We've got the award ceremony live online. It's completely free. Straight after that, we've got a special kind of after-show roundtable where we've invited some key educators in the country to come on and talk about the future of education. And straight after that, we've got available to download an in-depth interview with Josh Darn, who's delivering the keynote as well. So yeah, go to edufuturists.com. You can sign up for free, and you can still vote as well. So we've got a public vote out at the minute where you can vote for University of the Year, sponsored by Surpass.
Fantastic. Well, I'll pass that information on. Thank you very much. Good luck with the event. I know how hard it is to run these kind of events. It's a lot of work, and especially when you've got a day job going as well. But I'll let you get back to your class, maybe to your teaching. And thank you very much, Dan. I much appreciate to speak to you soon.
Thanks, Tim. Take care.
Thanks for that, Dan. So a really exciting opportunity to hear from some very innovative people and hear some great achievements in the educational technology space. So please do check that out. Next up, we're talking about feature enhancements. So we did a release webinar a few weeks ago now with Ashley and Kat. You can find that on at surpass.com/webinars if you watch the full thing. Here I've got a little snippet for you Ashley and Kat talking about workflow status. So here's Ashley and Kat.
Okay, Kat, so back to you then. Tell us all about the improvements to workflow statuses.
So we've increased the limit to 20 workflow statuses. So I'll demonstrate where you can set these up and how you can use these in Surpass. To edit your workflow statuses, go to Site Settings and then Workflow Status. You can see the default statuses as well as any existing custom workflow statuses. To add a new one, click the plus button and enter a name. You can then save your changes, and this will allow you to apply this status to your items. To change the status of your item, click the status drop down and choose from the statuses that you have available. Within item authoring, you can filter for items at a particular workflow status. For example, I can filter for items at the to review status, and this will save me time when trying to find the items that I would like to work on. Additionally, you can set up your user accounts to have restricted workflow access levels. Within Site Settings, you can control the level of access for each individual workflow status. For example, a user with this role can only edit items at the draft or to review status, and they have no access to live items.
Thanks for demoing that for us, Kat. It's really useful to see the areas which these features might affect. So why did we increase this limit?
So workflow statuses can be a really good way of streamlining your item authoring process. Sometimes the default processes just don't fit with how you categorize your items, especially now that many of us are working from home and collaborating virtually. This allows you to keep up to date with the progress of an item a little bit more easily.
That's so true. I bet a lot of our Surpass users are working virtually these days, just like us. Can anyone create a workflow status?
No, so it has to be someone with site level access, and that means that a user who has that higher level of permission can add the workflow statuses that match your process. And then item authorers just have to choose from that predefined list.
Okay, so you've touched on greater controls there. How do workflow statuses work with roles and permissions in Surpass?
So because you can define the level of access for each individual workflow status, it allows you to have a lot of control over what users can do in item authoring. And you can split that even further into items the user has created and items created by others as well.
See.
Thanks for that, guys. So some really interesting features there and lots more. We talked about end of test feedback, some new question types. There's loads of features going into 12.26, so please do check that out. Now it's prize time, announcement time. So we've been, as part of our quarterly newsletter that we sent out, we asked people to put themselves forward to win a innovations in testing digital pass, and the winner for that is Sarah Shimmer. Well done, Sarah. So we'll be sending you an email with details about that, but congratulations and commiserations to everyone else that entered. There was only going to be one winner, but well done to you, Sarah. Okay, so other news and information that's going on at the moment. So the International E-Assessment Conference and Awards is ongoing. So we just had the second session of 4. They're every Tuesday throughout June, 3 till 5 BST. I was very fortunate to chair the last one. I had a fantastic panel discussion, some really good content. If you want more information about that, you want to register or watch the previous episodes, then go to e-assessment.com/conference. Other news, so the COTS conference on test security submissions are open. Their deadline is due very soon on the 1st of July. So if you want to get involved in that, then please do make sure you go forward and submit. European Association of Test Publishers conference is on the 27th to 29th of September. The submissions have just shut, and they will be announcing registration very soon, as well as sponsorship as well. So if you are interested in getting involved in that conference one way or another, then please do check that out. As I mentioned last week, the Federation of Awarding Bodies announced the date for their conference, the 11th and 12th. I don't know yet if it is in person, but please do check that out. Obviously, a few days after that is the ICE conference, ICE Exchange in America as well. I think it's in Miami. So please do have a look at that. If you want any more information about these and other events, then go to surpass.com/events. Let's just have a quick look at social media, what's been going on there. So a bit of a self-plug here. This one says, post I put out yesterday evening. This was in relation to the E-Assessment Association's conference and awards that are ongoing at the moment. I asked some questions about Champions of Change and had some fantastic responses, some people I never heard of, so do recommend you check that out. Ben Whittaker, one of the other Edufuturists, he's been posting about Al Kinsley's new book on EdTech, so please do check that out. I think he's doing a book launch on the 14th of July, so if you fancy finding out more information about that, then check out Ben's post about that. ATP, they've got another event coming on the 24th of June. That's 12 till 1 EST. Just the New World and Testing event they've been doing. And finally, ALT, the Association for Learning Technology, they've got their awards and they're open until the 25th of June. So make sure you get yourself submitted for that. Next week is going to be the last of these for just a bit of a summer break. Obviously, summer's coming, so we're going to take a short break on that. So I'll speak to you next week. In the meantime, take care and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much.
The technology and services behind Surpass power the testing of many of the world's highest profile qualifications. Unique technology enables collaborative item authoring in banking, comprehensive test assembly, secure test delivery, and efficient grading and feedback of high-stakes paper, tablet, and computer-based testing, including automated one-click reporting solutions to assist you with item analysis. We can provide access to SME management services and trusted psychometricians, and our test delivery services team can help you get started with online proctoring or finding remote test centers. Or if you prefer, the advanced integration options and raw data extraction options in Surpass give you the freedom to choose your own external service providers. Trusted by international test publishers, certification, and awarding bodies, the Surpass platform is a globally hosted SaaS service with integration at its core. It is used to deliver millions of secure examinations every year in over 100 countries. In addition to a full range of standard question types, Surpass item authoring includes many innovative features which expand your testing capabilities, such as the spreadsheet question type, diagram creator tool, and the award-winning high-fidelity image viewer. When you use Surpass, you do so as part of a community of like-minded organizations. We constantly reinvest in the development of the Surpass platform with guidance and collaboration from Surpass community members. So, what else sets us apart from the competition? We provide multi-device delivery support from one platform. This is essential for making the most of the many testing scenarios and opportunities in this global market. We stand by our customers by providing excellent service and support, and above all, we are committed to continuously developing innovative features, helping the Surpass community lead the industry. We're confident that with Surpass powering your assessment, we can improve the examination experience for everyone. Get in touch with a member of the team today and discover how your assessment program could be powered by Surpass.